please be seated. Remembrance Day is a solemn occasion. Today, we will pause for 2 minutes of silence to honor those who fought and died in Canada's wars and peace operations. 116,000 Canadians have died in war. Many no older than our grade 12 students sitting here in this room today. But how many people know this? How many understand why we will stand in silence today? We do it because the great lives that we enjoy now were absolutely shaped by the actions of those who fought and died for Canada, Great Britain, and the United States. If the democracies had lost the Second World War, Canada and the entire Western world would be a very different and a very dark place. Canadians today scarcely realize to whom and to what we owe our good fortune. And that good fortune came at a tremendous cost. And none of us here today paid that price. 270 of Stansted College's students, alumni, and teachers enlisted in Canada's armed forces in World War I. Over 375 of our alumni, faculty, and staff fought for Canada in World War II. Many received medals, many were wounded, and many, as you will soon hear, gave the ultimate sacrifice. In fact, of the 620,000 Canadians who enlisted in World War I, the Great War, the war that was supposed to end all wars, over 60,000, 1 in 10, were killed. That is a terrifying toll for Canada, a country at the time of just 8 million people. Over 1 million Canadians served in World War II and more than 45,000 died. Young lives that were lost forever. For the father of one of those Canadian boys who died in battle, his struggle with the loss began when his son's personal belongings arrived home in a small box. Opening the box, he found a neatly folded uniform and a small paper bag containing a ring, a watch, and 3 coins. He said, "I sat staring at the box in which all these things had come. It was such a small box to hold all of the laughter and the tears, all of the hopes and dreams which had been packed into it. So much happiness and tenderness, so much beauty. It was hard to believe that it had all vanished, leaving only a little heap of clothes in a torn paper bag. It was incredible that of high adventure in a foreign land, nothing was left but a ring, 3 pennies, and a watch that had stopped ticking." And that scene of quiet sorrow was repeated in tens of thousands of homes across Canada. So we remember today not only the acts of heroism, bravery, sacrifice, and devotion to duty that were the hallmarks of the 2 world wars, but also the sadness, the heartbreak, and the tragedy that lurks in the cold and unforgiving heart of every war, no matter how just. And while we must always remember the death and destruction caused by war, we should never forget the great deeds accomplished by Canada's soldiers. We must remember our losses each Remembrance Day, but we must never forget our victories. We will stand now while we sing O Canada, led by Ava St. Pierre. We will then listen to the reading of In Flanders Fields by our AP English language class, and then listen to the reading of the honor rolls by our head prefects, Beatrice Perronroy and Justin Bouchard, and finally, to the act of remembrance before we lay the wreaths.
Thank you. Flanders Fields.
In Flanders Fields, the poppies blow.
Between the crosses, row on row.
A martyr place, and in the sky.
The larks still bravely singing fly.
Scarce buried amid the guns below.
We are the dead. Short days ago, we lived, felt all, saw sunset glow.
Loved and were loved, and now we lie.
In Flanders Fields,
Take up our quarrel with the foe.
to you from failing hands we throw.
The torch be yours to hold it high.
If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep, though poppies grow.
In
Flanders Fields.
In honor of the students and teachers of Stansted College who gave their lives in the Great War, 1914 to 1918. Stanley Aldrich, Philip Bueller, Arthur Bishop, Carl Brown, Edgar Christie, Albert D. Carter, DSO, Stanley Cooper, Wesley Dorman, Edward C. Dyer, Royce Dyer, DCM, Clarence Elliott, DCM, Sidney Ellis, Charles Flowerday, John Harper, Milton Haselton, Robert Haselton, Earl Ingalls, Morley Kentz, Melville Kearns, Henry Lockhart, Wayland McRitchie, Forrest Mitchell, Guy Montel, Charles Mooney, Wallace McCullough, Leslie Parker, Jerry Petz, Norman Planch, Percy Ross, Arthur Roy, Charles H. Smith, Theodore Smith, T.E. Sunbury.
In honor of the students and teachers of Stansted College who gave their lives in the Second Great War from 1939 to 1945. Gordon Aiken, Norman Ball, Donald Bennett, Donald Bidlow, David Bidman, Renee Brandt, Edward Cadden, Wendell Curtis, Lloyd Farrell, Andrew Gooseman, Donald Jack, Kelso Johnston, Ronald Killick, Russell Langley, Lauren McDonald, Gerald McKay, Leslie McKay, DFC, Douglas McIntosh, Clarence Mark, Terry Modeling, David Morton, Charles Lever, Frank Bill Pete, William Pope, Sven Rasmussen, Jack St. Dennis, Peter Savage, Howard Seaford, Donald Smartin, John Sandy Smith, Elwin Thomas, Alec Truman, Maxwell Varney, John Wells, David Woodley.
They shall not grow old, as we who are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember. everyone for your time and attention today. Thank you for everyone who participated, for all the wonderful performances, and special thank you to Mr. Blair for all of his work in organizing today's remembrance event. Please rise. Please wait for the platform party to leave before departing. Thank you, everyone.